Right. So
what did he ask again?
He says he asked where you guys are headed to, and you said we're not going to Holman Falls.
We're going through it.
And they assumed you're.
I meant that we're passing through the area, the region. What have you.
Yeah, and then they said, "Do you intend to take a ship to sea?"
I can't remember what we're doing. We're going to a port, aren't we?
You're going to a camp in the ridges of the mountain, which the senator said that he would prefer to remain secret.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So how about okay? Well, I guess. Actually, we are looking to pass through the mountain range.
If you're looking to pass through the mountain range, then why not head to Sharon's Pass? That is but a few days' travel from the west, where you came.
We are unfamiliar with the region.
You're unfamiliar with the region. You're from Wyrmwick, are you not?
We are very
you guys
settled.
Are fucked. You really are.
Yeah.
We're very settled.
Okay, bluff time.
It's the only place we knew, really, Wyrmwick.
What are you bluffing?
Well, you see, my comrade and I'm going to wave my arm towards John, claimed that he knew some sort of strange shortcut to reach our destination, and so we have been following his direction. I'm afraid that he is rather eccentric in the manner in which he travels. In fact, it was his idea to not travel along the path.
Whose idea was it?
I'm going to say it was John's.
Okay, and you're going to bluff that?
Yes.
Kill him, guys!
Their eyes gaze towards John, and the guard looks at you and says, "So why did you have the brilliant idea of coming to the east when it's much easier to just travel through the pass?"
I am afraid that we will have to reconsider the way in which we are journeying. But I thank you for your advice.
Of course. Would you prefer an escort? We're heading to the pass ourselves.
Oh, that is not necessary. We can certainly look after ourselves, and I think that we will have to stay here for some time in order to regain our bearings. But thank you.
I see. The guard just looks at you confused, and just sort of waves at his comrades to move along, and then they start heading on out. You confused the hell out of me when you did that. So congratulations. I've noted some experience for you from that one. You literally confused the guard to not fighting you.
Wait, why are they here? I don't get. Why are
Whatever.
you going?
I lead up from around. The tree. I'll send it behind after the guards are gone. It's like, and I say to Dother, that was both the most eloquently and most inept means of negotiating to the guards. We're not hostile.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
So derp, he can't navigate to one direction.
Oh.
Good job, Doppelpopulus.
You literally gave them a headache, and they were like, "We don't want to deal with it."
Like, whatever.
Then why aren't you? But why?
But why? Oh, forget it.
No, don't. I will say thank you because I will say thank you, Dother, though.
Well, that's one less enemy we have to worry about, at least.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
All right, so you guys are going to continue on your way to the camp?
Yes, quickly.
Yes.
All right, I already made those rolls. You didn't find... nothing else really happens on the way to the camp. But the camp is in the wilderness, and one or many of you are going to need to navigate to get to the camp. It's not exactly, it is kind of hidden, so someone's going to need to do a nature check, and someone's going to need to persist to find this place.
A nature check, you say?
Yeah. Let's have Eli do it.
I actually think I have a decent nature check.
Actually, mine's only 6, so who has...
I have a 4, so I actually might be the best at helping with this.
Let's see what mine is real quick.
Touch it, I've already done one.
That was not very good.
I got a +1. That should be good enough. No.
Oops.
This is not gonna help
Well, I
out
do
much.
believe it's back in there.
At the point where, excuse me, at the point where the senator instructed you to go, to head north, you guys start heading north, and for a good day, you keep heading north, but you just keep finding yourself running into steeper and steeper mountains. You spend the better part of a day to find some place that seems at least remotely accessible, and you really don't find it. It's now nightfall at the end of the sixth day, excuse me, I should say, and you really haven't made any headway towards where this camp may or may not be. So you have a little decision to make. You could either sleep at the base of the mountains, you can keep going on, you could try to climb the mountains, whatever the hell you want to do. Because, by the way, those checks sucked.
Neither of us rolled over a 10. What do you want from us? Been rolling like shit all fucking night, man. So we'll wake up in the morning and try to do another nature check, but we need to find somewhere where we can sleep now.
You should probably find a place where you can sleep now, unless you
All
want
right,
to
let's
keep.
let's sleep here for now. Even though I rolled a 19 on a nature check.
Well, you weren't the one who was leading.
I know. So that's fine. I wasn't in that situation. I just wanted to hypothetically throw one out.
All right, so you guys are gonna set up camp here for the night.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, what's gonna be your watch order?
I prefer 2 on a watch, but that doesn't really divide up nice. We'll do 1, 2, and 2.
All right.
Is there one person who is very perceptive? Or actually, no, because John... No, wait. Do elves have the meditation thing, or is that...
That's only
That's Ladrin.
Ladrin. All right. I'll take the first watch while it's getting dark. I guess.
Do elves have dark vision?
We've got low light vision.
Low light.
Well, let's pair an elf up with a human for the other 2 shifts, then.
Yeah. And also that has the bonus of giving the human a bonus. So.
Alright, we'll do Dother and Eli and then Kithra and John.
Okay.
Okay. Who here? In fact, everybody roll an Arcana check.
Oh shit.
Excuse me. Yeah. Roll your Arcana check for your. It'll be for your watch, I should say.
Oh, please take that, Dother. Oh, thank you, God.
What watch is Dother on?
Let's take him watch.
He's on midnight watch. All right.
16 for Arcana for me.
All right. Dother, on your watch, you sense something terribly, terribly magical about this place. It's not this specific location. It seems to be some sort of magic drifting in from the east. It's strong, but it seems to be weak than it is from the east. The further east you seem to sense, the stronger and stronger and darker it becomes. You feel kind of uncomfortable here, actually, while you sit and wait. In fact, you feel so uncomfortable that you're almost antsy, almost impatient.
Can I use a wilderness tracker, which basically 10 by 10 around us while we rest? It sees what creatures have moved. Like to see if anything moved around us while we rested.
It's a 10 by 10 square, you said?
You have to do a perception check, I think, and then that bases
make a
off what...
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, do that.
Boosh.
Ooh, I didn't want you to see this. All right, that's fine. Whatever. All right, guys, set up your watch so that Dother and who else is on the watch with you?
I'm on the watch with Dother.
All right, so Dother and Eli, you guys set yourselves up. The rest of you set yourselves up as camp ahead of the tree line, so we don't get any confusion. Thanks.
I assume we'd be on opposite sides, so we can cover different areas.
That makes sense. Yeah.
All right, and who?
And I assume you guys would be in the middle of us, as opposed to us standing out in the middle of nowhere.
As opposed to you guys, sit nowhere. Okay. Now, who? Wait, I'm confused about the perception check again. What happened there?
I don't know. I made the Arcana check.
Liam? Alright, well that doesn't help.
Oh, sorry, I had muted. It says, while resting, make a successful perception check to determine information about creatures that have passed through a 10 by 10 square area.
Okay, so, is that a field that remains active, or...?
I think that's something that he does when he wakes up.
That's all the information I'm given.
I'm pretty sure that's something that happens when you wake up, because the druid has it too.
It just says while resting.
Let me check it out. Wilderness tracker?
Yes.
Yeah, during a short rest, you make a perception check to inspect the area around you.
Oh, okay.
This area can be as large as 10 squares on the side. If your check succeeds, you determine the number of in the nature of creatures that moved through the area in the past 24 hours. You ascertain when and where they entered the area, as well as when and where they left. So this is during a short rest. So I mean, you could say it happens during an extended rest. But it would have to be
here
when
it says
you're
while
conscious.
resting. On the just says while resting here.
Well, I'm going out of the book. So I mean, it doesn't. I assume you can do it during an extended rest. You can do it during a short rest. But the idea is basically you're searching this. So I'd imagine you would have to be conscious for this. So if something's happening during me and Dother's shift, I wouldn't assume we'd be able to see what's going on.
No, that wouldn't. No. I thought it was a field that set off an alarm or something. No. That's fine. Yeah, Dother, you sent something to the east. You're not quite sure what it is, but it is magical and it's heavy and dark, and it gets stronger the further you travel to the east. Yeah. So, yeah. If you want to do anything about that or not, I don't know. No? All right then. So the night passes rather uneventfully. Although you are, again, Dother, you are rather shaken by this magical presence, more so than anyone else. In fact, nobody else really even detected it, which is kind of strange. And the night passes uneventfully, and you gather your stuff up, and I'm going to assume you're going to try some nature checks again?
We can.
Or are you just going to keep trying to sort of bumble around for a day and find
Well,
this
no,
fucking place?
we'll roll them again. Hopefully better rolls.
No!
Not the one we were looking for. Come on, no whammies. Woohoo! That's a little bit higher.
It's lower than your total roll than before. Fucking Christ, man.
He botched! What do you want us to do?
I want you to find this fucking place.
Just don't make us roll for it!
So you guys
derped around long enough and someone tripped on a sign that says "This way to secret camp." You're clearly too inept for this.
So you guys don't find it again for the day.
Is there a way that I can search by some other means in terms of other signs of, I don't know, where on either the road or on either the road or along, even just looking at the wall of the.
You want to try?
I do perception.
You could try. This isn't really what it's made for, but you could try a dungeoneering check. Just because, goddamn it, at this point, I'm like getting pissed off at your rolls.
My dungeoneering roll flowed, but let's see here.
Let's just pretend this is a 27.
Let's pretend this is a twin. No, fuck you.
No, that's not going to work for me at all.
What about my 19 for dungeoneering?
It's good enough! Yeah, let's say you were assisting Drew. Whatever. You guys eventually, after a day and a half of this crap, find what appears to be a camp, and this appears to be a large camp, bordering on a town or a village. There are people here there are many people here who they seem to live and work here. There are people working on taking down trees, cutting logs in half. There even seem to be people building certain objects. You can't really tell what they are, but they're made of metal. There are people who are dragging things in from the north, and people who look like they're selling or rationing out food and objects. It seems to be a rather active camp, and you're kind of stupefied as to how nobody has ever found this place before, but it seems to be rather active, and, well, there you are.
To be fair, we barely found it, so...
You guys stumbled around for 2 days like, where is this fucking place?
What the fuck, man? Is this a joke? Okay. Do we